Daddy, I wanna die. I want to
I'm short. How about you come over here and tie a ribbon around my waist? Tie a ribbon around the waist back too so it doesn't leak while you walk it to the corner. Walk it to the corner and wait there for me. I will pick you up in my see-through car. We can be quiet together, holding the ridiculous pose of a very long squat, burning calories, pretending to be seated next to each other. We can distract ourselves from revealing too much by scrolling breathtaking pictures of computer-generated models, and we can share some ideas and pretend to admire each other. That can be our first simulation. Or maybe picture this lovely thing. I use plastic princesses as shovels. The skirts scoop the sand off the stupid beach like it's a game I play on my phone. The sand goes into puffy, stiff skirts. I move my finger around the screen, and I do it so well. And then I dumped it into the discolored bucket that has a label that reads, "Be careful and honest with your intentions, because I've wasted time before, and I'm no longer afraid to dump anyone. I don't care how dope or smart you are, and you can talk about all the money that you make and how you make it, and spreadsheet me this one while you conference call that one all you want, but I sincerely tune out because I don't give a fuck about anyone's money but mine." So what I'm trying to say is, there's no need to brag about money. Can we brag about actions instead? Or we can just chill while I dumb you. I would rather genuinely like you than enter this transmedia narrative in which we collect information and experiences across multiple platforms and formats using current technologies, curating an identity, expecting a reality from this dangerous self-leaked digital storytelling. Summary of all the horror films where women get bullied and later look for revenge. In order to be liked and admired, they turn into a babe first. Then it gets in their head and they turn into a horrible person. If they're saved by a jock, they turn into a princess. If they skip the makeover, the creepy brunette is always a bitch later. At this point, this poem does not offer the details of the wounds. The wounds always come though. I am the absolute opposite of the blonde woman in the 90s. I am the sloppy, oversized t-shirt unflattering pajama wearer with the roll-down socks and cheap slip-ons. I am on all fours on the floor, looking for the dropped glasses, giving up quickly, not finding them, then standing and immediately cracking the lenses with the roots. I am the one you yell at when you see me making mistakes on screen, and you think of better choices or actions for me from a comfortable, non-girl, non-threatening distance. You are the abusive, name-calling, disguised critic, but maybe you're simply a silent watcher. I am maybe quiet, possibly intelligent, sometimes resourceful, definitely not straight-edging the hero, a Bruce Peach emoji. Maybe you want me initially, then you ask to hang out, only to repeatedly come up with excuses. Can you just, ghost me already? If you're down, you can lick the wet red off me until I look brand new, because I want to feel something other than my life is floating away from my hands. Can I hold my life with my hands now? Just wondering, because I made the mistake of letting him hold it for me for too long. Does replaying the mistakes I've made over and over equal ignoring the toxicity and fetishizing my sadness because I want to desperately make it my desperate bitch? Inside and out, the blushing is real. And yes, I'm definitely and easily a carried away photo essay of Carrie. My sad snaps are a big-ass coffee table book attempting to at least inspire conversation because I lack telekinesis. I learned to behave like you and to hurt like a cult, like an unwanted sequel. There's no rule that says I can't express or have feelings, but I won't deliver the spare speech. I refuse. I want you to understand the details, so I will internal monologue the complexities, and you can listen while we both worry, but for different reasons in some outfit of the day. Slow motion for no one in that humid 90 because I don't believe we are worthy of this generous cleavage running down the street. Pack your gaze away because I feel like your eyeballs can touch me. The last one, to identify as a girl. To identify as such one more time, to be replaced by a neologism. I'm crossing out all my tormentors on paper like hell yeah, I just dominated this bitch. Check, I win. Which means I'm playing with my breath, which means I'm coloring red stick figures, igniting cute flames, which means I imagine the fire and the problematic narrative of this cartoon character we call the devil. If I could overlook your academic arrogance, we could respect and dismantle and together touch the terror that lives inside of the sweaty seashell. But nah, instead, I'll run to be alone and alive. Never leave a note. Turn off the phone. Silence the monster misogyny. Airplane mode the hard work fallacy, power of the abusive faux romance, and get your hands off me forever. In case you were wondering what to call me, when I was in middle school, they called me Anus. My nickname was Anus, and they said Anus meant Ana in English. And out of nowhere, they would shout Anus, and I blushed every single time I heard that word because I didn't know what was going to happen later. And I think I started to think that wasn't my name, but it kind of was, because every time they said Anus, I knew they were talking to me. They wouldn't even say anything after Anus. No one talked to me. They would just scream Anus, and sometimes when I was sitting in the classroom, whatever boy sat behind me would shake my desk, and it moved like a lowrider, and it moved like the bed that belonged to the girl from The Exorcist, and it moved like a temper tantrum, and it moved like a scared teenager, and it moved like a flickering light bulb, and it moved like elephants on my throat, and it moved like Macaulay Culkin being attacked by bees in My Girl, and it moved like Sissy Spacek as Carrie covered in pig blood, and it moved like being crucified by Carrie, and it moved like anxiety, and it moved in the slowest motion ever. And when it stopped, someone moaned, someone screamed my name again. I'm reading fast. Traumas are forever, but this isn't an absolute truth. It's simply personal experience.